In this tutorial, we'll use Bazille CM to explore the principles of frequency modulation synthesis. In the previous tutorial, we saw how even the oscillators can be used as modulation sources in Bazille CM. This free-form routing is a core concept in modular synthesis, and here we'll use it to create FM, that's frequency modulation, synthesis sounds. Load the 00 user init patch and set oscillator 1's phase distortion knob, that's the one labelled PD, to 0, so it's outputting just a sine wave. The second oscillator is set to a sine wave by default. Classic FM is based purely on sine waves, so this is a great place to start. Connect oscillator 2's output to oscillator 1's phase modulation input, which is beneath the phase modulation knob, adjacent to phase. Then give the phase modulation dial a good twist to hear a range of classic FM timbres. As explained in the magazine, most FM synthesis is actually achieved by modulating the phase, not frequency, which is why this technique works. There are a bunch of selectable phase modulation modes, with the PM fine, PM medium and PM coarse modes offering increasingly strong modulation of phase. The linear 100Hz and linear 1 kHz modes allow direct modulation of frequency as opposed to phase. When using the linear modes, as the Bazille CM manual warns, the pitch will only remain stable if the modulating waveform is symmetrical. A sine wave is symmetrical, so we're all good, but turn on oscillator 2's fractalize, which gives non-symmetrical waveforms, and increase it. This inharmonic output is best suited to wild FX design. The final two options, relative fine and relative coarse, also directly adjust frequency, but instead of adding to the frequency, they multiply it. The same caveat applies regarding symmetrical waveforms. The linear and relative modes can create what is called a through-zero FM effect, whereby frequency can be modulated into the negative range, causing the waveform to run backwards. We can see this in action using oscillators set to Hertz mode at a very low frequency, so they're working more like LFOs. When you're finished experimenting, set the oscillators back to semitones and cent tuning as they were before. Set oscillator 1's phase mode back to PM coarse and increase the knob to full, and disable oscillator 2's fractalize mode to get us back to standard FM synthesis territory. Now increase oscillator 2's PD knob to transform the modulator waveform into a saw wave. This creates a great squelchy effect, and it demonstrates that FM doesn't have to be just about sine waves. Adjust the tune control of oscillator 2, and you'll hear that some semitone offsets give a sort of dissonant metallic beating sound. Although this effect is often used in creation of FM sounds, we can ensure clean harmonic results by setting oscillator 2's tune mode to overtone. Try a tune setting of 4 for a solid beefy tone. We can now better appreciate why Yuhi included such a comprehensive range of tuning modes.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.